Well, hello and welcome to this Sunday Daily Dominion. We have some campaign features lined up for us in that Courtier has Treasuryfied and we have the So Much Stuff twist. And well, if you have watched my video on ranking all of the twists, and you know that I think that So Much Stuff might be one of the most impactful twists of the campaigns. Because So Much Stuff lets you gain a non-supply copy of the first card you play each turn. And that means that, well, you are in the opening, you are required to play your coppers and thus also gain coppers. But starting from there, whenever you play a normal card, you will gain a copy of it, and that will, yeah, really boost your deck. You will essentially gain copies of especially the cantrips and villages very easily with So Much Stuff, and it will be quite fun. And notably also here we have Joust in the Kingdom that can gain you rewards to your hand, and if you manage to play those at the start of your turn, probably not the terminal ones like Housecarl or Renown, but Coronik or Cursor, um, you will also get copies of those, and that's also really powerful. Now, what is this kingdom about? We also have the treasury-fied courtier, which just means that we can play it as a treasure in our buy phase, but also that it has two types. And also in general, courtier likes having multiple type cards in the kingdom, and that's the case over here. Yeah, let's look at the kingdom for a sec. We have a treasure duration liaison in contract, so a triple type card already over here, and vampire as well as a triple type card. Then also there are some rewards that have two or three types. And yeah, overall this kingdom is really powerful, but also a bit awkward as the main village here is Shantytown. Contract is also a village, but it costs a lot. And thus you will probably just go for Shantytown. Stonemason is also there, usually a very powerful card, and Bridge, if you manage to play 7 bridges or 5 bridges and a Renown, then you have lots of buys and reduce the price of provinces to just 1, and will probably have a happy time, but getting there seems awkward with the limited draw. As the main draw is Shantytown Patrol, plus some stuff that can happen with the rewards here, like Cornet um, or Housecarl, I guess. Now there are also 3 landscapes. There is Desert Guides which is an ally, not an ally, which we've utilized yesterday. And Desert Guide says at the start of your turn you may spend a favor to discard your hand and draw 5 cards. So it lets you cycle through your hands, and you get favors by playing contracts, and also you get 1 opening favor, and that already boosts the opening a lot. Now, apart from this, we have Windfall, which you can use to gain 3 golds. Probably not super relevant here, although with Stonemason, being able to Stonemason golds into 2 5-cost cards, late in the game you might go for it situationally, I don't know. And also there's sewers that can help you trash down. Yeah. So what are we going to try to do? Probably some Shantytown Masquerade stuff. With So Much Stuff, it's important to have actions in your hand as often as possible, and thus be able to trash to not play the coppers first, because otherwise you will gain coppers. We'll probably go for a bridge or 2, and then try to work our way up to Joust Province as quickly as possible. And then on the way, pick up some patrols, maybe some contracts, and see how we go from there. Note that with the overpay from Stonemason, you cannot gain contracts or vampires, as the overpay states 2 action cards. Yeah, I don't know. The kingdom plot looks as follows. There is lots and lots of gains. There's plus buy and courtier, bridge, some of the rewards. Stonemason is crazy for plus gains. Jack of all trades can gain you silvers, and Vampire can also gain you cards while also trashing with bats. But notably, there's not much alt VP, so you really want to hammer in those provinces. I guess there is the domain, but it's not guaranteed that you get it. You can, in principle, duplicate it by playing it first during your turn, but that's only going to be available for one of the players unless the other player passes them the second domain via Masquerade, which is probably not going to happen. Now, yeah, that wraps that up. So opening wise, I think it is, it doesn't matter whether you do the desert guides on turn 1 or turn 2. It might seem like turn 2 you might achieve more with them, but since you discard the cards first, then shuffle, it really doesn't matter. So you might as well desert guides turn 1. Of course, on the 5-2, you won't want to do this. You want to use your 5 monies to do the Stonemason overpay into Masquerade Shantytown. And on the 2-5, you want to do a turn 1. But apart from this, I think the 3-4 is slightly worse, as you only get one card into your shuffles and not one action card into your shuffles and not 3. Although playing a bear stonemason to gain an extra one to trash a copper or whatever early on, I don't think is really worth it. So yeah, then those are the openings I would suggest, but it's all a bit messy due to the Desert Guide's favor. So we have the 2-5, which I think is really, really good, and can just go for, could even go for a vampire, but I don't see, I think Masquerade is just accelerating you much, much more. Could even think about double Masquerade, and then buying some shantytowns later. But I like the Stonemason Shantytown Masquerade more. Note that, and this is something that has happened to me a few times with so much stuff, the play treasures button is hidden on your first hand because playing the first copper will gain you a copper. And note that you don't want to accidentally press and buys right at the beginning. So yeah, let's see what will happen here. We just start this game. And even though I said probably you don't want to play the stonemason, if you get to trash a copper and buy sewers at the same time, trashing that will allow us to trash more cards with the bottom-decked Masquerade. Well, here I don't think we will do anything. Yeah, I don't even know what to tell you. This is already awful. But at least, yeah, we didn't get to put a second Masquerade into the shuffle. We didn't get to do more of the fun stuff. Let's pass a stonemason, pass an estate, and AI just gets to get going. I think we need to pick up a bridge here, even though that means we junk ourselves with another copper. We'll probably pass the stonemason here, trash one, trash a copper. It's very nice that we find this other Masquerade. We really, really want to trash down as aggressively as we can. And does this want to be another shantytown or another bridge? We already got another shantytown just there. And thus, maybe just another bridge. It's gonna be hard to hit enough money for Joust, but if we get 2 bridges in play, we might be in for a good time. And here, of course, our 5 copper hand is taken away. I don't think we should buy anything here. Not junk ourselves with another copper. And yeah, get to do at least this stuff. Just thin down very aggressively. Although here, probably we don't want to trash and just buy a Joust for ourselves. Also for the off chance of being able to play it first like AI has gotten to do many, many times now. Man, this is not boding well. I feel like we're going to lose this just due to this awful bottom deck. I don't think there is much to be done there. Um, yeah, but oh well. Um, I think we keep the coppers now. Really would like to hit some more money this turn. And yeah, keeping those coppers allows us to overpay stonemason for Joust petrol and even buy another bridge. Do we want that? Yeah, we gained another shantytown this turn. And we have the shantytown petrol in the opening hand, but AI already has the province joust combo and like a ton of jousts. I would not be surprised if we just completely lose this. Yeah, it gets the first reward, the domain. While we don't even have a province in our deck, it will probably province again here. And yeah, let's wait, let's think about this a bit more. Probably want to top deck Shantytown Bridge so we can draw using the other Shantytown. Um, but yeah, this feels really lost. Probably want to trash the stonemason as well. What else do we have down there? Do we have a third bridge? What did we buy last turn? I don't remember. Yeah, we bought the third bridge, so with three of them we just need 5 money. So we can, in principle, trash stonemason copper. And yeah, pass the copper, gain a copper, or get a copper to our hand. This is 5 money, 6, 7 money. Province will cost 5. Let's put in another joust there, or another 2 jousts, or another combo of joust petrol, or double petrol even. I'm not super sure. Um, and buy 2 shanty towns. Now here we'll pass a Masquerade and probably pick up a Coronet if we still can. That's nice that AI was able to dud there. Of course, Renown, actually, if we get the Renown, all of the provinces will cost 3 less. No, Coronet needs to be, I think. And also we might need to double play the Masquerade as much as I would like to double play a bridge, but we do want to have a turn here. And thus, yeah, double play this, decline that, pass that, decline that, play. We can pass a shantytown, that's fine, I think. Decline that, and only find our petrol right here. But oh well. Do we want to try to stonemason, like joust into some bridges? We probably won't have the draw for all of that. Yeah. Play those shanty towns and the bridges and wait, draw another shanty town and then that ends the turn, right? Or we just, yeah, we cannot play a shanty town after having played all of those bridges, so oh well, at least we can trash coppers. Although we won't, yeah, we will have the monies playing 3 bridges there. 5-2. Okay, I mean, it's not the greatest, but it is something of a turn. And probably again, we do not want to trash that, just to be able to pick up 2 of the patrols, maybe. Yeah, we have so many shantytowns having patrols in deck. Seems quite good. There was no pile out for me there. I'm fairly certain, and yeah, thus we end up with this. Probably AI will just obliterate us now, although also it doesn't have the greatest turn here. Seems like it. Mm, it trashes a copper, has probably drawn a joust. Sets aside another province, gets a house call, which draws 5 cards. Ouch, that hurts. And also gets the cursor. If we get our hands on Renown, if we draw deck and get our hands on Renown, while also being able to um, while also being able to double play a bridge, then we might have a win. But yeah, AI is looking rather scary. I think we need to pass the Masquerade. Pass the copper now. And AI, okay, only single provinces, and that might leave us with an out of winning here. I think we do want to gain another joust, although, yeah, probably we want to gain another joust here. And this already doesn't look great. Can we do something about that? Draw. We can use the Masquerade and the then shantytowns to draw. But we will need to trash some stonemasons for it, which is not too great. Probably past a stonemason here. Trash 1. Oh, we get a gold, that's nice. Decline that in case we play another Masquerade. Like this. Okay, oh no. Please find either a shantytown or painful. Painful. I think we did have it there in principle if we had drawn a bit better. We have so many shantytowns and those patrols showing up right there. Of course, in hindsight, I shouldn't have played this Masquerade. I should have just played the Joust first, but right, it drew one of the it drew 2 of the patrols. But oh man, how can you know, right? Yeah, what do we do? I think we pick up some gold actually, or some vampire to maybe go against AI, and also we might just say if AI draws here and goes for double province, it will have 36 points. Will we be able to top that if it also gains a duchy or whatever? Probably not, so we do need to pick up a province here. And we might lose on the spot, but yeah, this turn was also just awful. And also the whole game was awful, to be honest. Come on. Wow. Our draws have not worked out. Our initial Masquerade Shantytown has bottom decked in the first shuffle, and that just spiraled out of control. Yeah, okay. Also, we didn't grab any rewards last turn. Oh, no, there's no hope of. I don't think there's any hope of winning this. AI will just pick up the renown this turn and probably go for the last 2 provinces. But, well, I mean, with these draws, I'm not complaining. Well, I mean, I am complaining about these shitty draws, but oh, it trashed some stuff, some shantytown to just be able to draw, and yeah, yep. There it just ends it. But yeah, I don't. Oh, I should have showed you the opening decks. I don't think there was much we could have done there. And here, let's just skip our turn. Although if we find the Masquerade, we will be able to trash 2 cards here. That's good. We can pick up Shantytown here. And yeah, okay, that's already a much, much better start. And this is one of my dislikes um, about, let's decline that and just pick up a silver, about so much stuff. It just can be incredibly swingy. Like here we hit 5, we can pick up a vampire probably that can pick up more 5s as we go, and or even yeah more 5s, or even a province later if we've played some bridges. Hopefully, yeah, we'll draw this turn, and it's such a different game if only the initial stuff doesn't bottom deck. Let's decline here for now. Play that, and we do not hit. We do not find the shantytown, but that's really fine. And let's pick up a bridge here. Yeah, it's fine because of that, unless we get past another weird card with that Masquerade. But yeah, wow, this is okay. Come on, it's as if the game would apologize for those awful draws last turn, but no, not like that. And here we can even pick up Joust Province already. And it's just, this is 6 money. Well, we don't want to probably trash a copper just yet then. Just so we are able to be guaranteed to hit 7 money here. Decline that, pick up a province and buys, curse the AI and pick up the Joust. Okay, we have our well-deserved dud here. But yeah, the sequence of shanty towns also last turn was uncalled for. Do we pick up another province here, or do we just thin down? I think just thinning down should be best. This is a nice draw. The bat can trash out some stuff, but we do need to play the Joust now. Unfortunately, we won't be able to collide it with the province. But oh well. Pass around the curse. Let's not do anything right there. And we are a bit low on monies now. Could pick up another bridge, and or even 2 bridges with stonemason. Or we could just hammer in some jousts. I think actually hammering in some jousts. You can even curse the AI, but it really doesn't matter. Let's just get the curse out. Let's hammer in Joust Patrol and do this. Not trash, although Masquerade is not that great of a card at this point. And we immediately collide here. It would be amazing if we were to permanently get this stonemason out of his hand also. First reward is probably going to just be Courser or the main. Or is it? Or just... Yeah, it needs to be something that is plus actions, otherwise we will just dud here. Could be the Courser. And then hopefully we'll find it in a starting hand of one of the coming turns, and thus be able to capitalize off of that. Yeah, see where we go from here. Okay, we find those jousts are able to pick up this second province and probably just go for a patrol here. And we have a lot of shanty towns. I think patrol is the best thing to help us draw. AI picks up the domain. It's fine. We, on the other hand, get to put a second courser into the deck, and that's really, really good. We get to put a Coronet into the deck, and most likely also the Renown, and this should be game, right? Can do this, probably draw the copper. No, it really doesn't matter what we draw here. Do also pick that up and double play this. Now, yeah, we can do whatever really, I think, as long as we don't do stupid stuff. Here we might just actually stop and just play Renown Bridge and leave the courser on top for the next turn to be nice. And provinces only cost 5 now, or, sorry, already. And we can buy 2 bridges, or we can stonemason overpay for some bridges. Probably we buy 1 and then overpay for 1. I'm not completely sure what we do. Or let's just buy another petrol and then overpay for 2 bridges. And then the bat can trash a Masquerade, I believe. And yeah, already this is looking oh so much better than the last one. And it's just because of early draws. Like the early draws we had in the first game were awful. The early draws we had in this game were amazing. And Joust and so much stuff is just super swingy with all of this. Now, yeah, let's see what happens here. AI probably picks up another reward. Oh, it missed connecting Joust to Province, but oh well. It's coronated this Joust probably, although there might be a better card that we find. But now let's just pick up the house call. Be guaranteed to draw a bunch of stuff, and this hopefully should be it. And yeah, I don't even know. This essentially plays itself now. And we once again get to top deck Courser, Patrol. Although, yeah, here we just probably go for the monies. Draw like that. Leave the Patrol on top. And go for whatever and win this, yeah, really easily now. But I mean, you saw it. It's just so swingy with the early draws, and I'm not ashamed to have lost this first attempt. I'm a bit annoyed at myself that I clicked away so fast. We should have looked at the deck composition, because AI's deck was just so much better. It just got its hands on the rewards much earlier. But as soon as you do that, as soon as you get your hands on the rewards, this kingdom has the tools to quickly province out. And yeah, it's so annoying. So annoying that we lost this, but yeah, not much we could have done, I think. And with that, I wish you better early game luck than we had in the first one, and I will try to catch you in the next one, although the next ones, as I need to go back to work tomorrow, and the next ones will probably be a bit later in the day and not as early as they used to be in the past 3 weeks. Now, yeah, with that, I'll say goodbye and until later.